That is not. That does not rhyme with fun.
Think
That
about
slogan
it. It
is
does.
bullshit.
Think about it. Think about it. Okay, anyways. We've got Awesome spawning as the blue Terran in the top right corner here on Kulas Ravine, and we've got Cape spawning as the yellow Protoss spawning in the bottom left-hand corner. What are your thoughts?
It's not even close to rhyming with fun. Those are my thoughts.
Oh, come on. Think about it.
Awesome has managed to hotkey something to every single control group. Drones are SCVs, sorry, on 1 and 2, and Command Center on 3 through 0. Cape only hotkeying things to 3 control groups.
Yeah, I'm not really a big fan of the whole 1 to 0 spam and then just running your fingers across the keyboard.
Which it looks like that's what Awesome is doing. Currently at 400 AP, well, current APM is 550 some. Average APM around 400. Oh, Cape's keyboard wasn't working.
And that's why his APM's only 100 average.
Yeah, and only like 300 current. But yeah, Kulas Ravine, both players here may be able to take advantage of these cliffs. I mean, Colossi up on those cliffs. Great. As well, tanks up on those cliffs. Great. Not sure how the game is going to play out. They're cross-map as well, so what?
It's interesting play so far, I guess. The refinery's on time, but I'm not sure if it's going to be Tech Lab or if we're going to go for an early factory when he gets the minerals.
Yeah, as well being cross-map on Kulas, there's a huge rush distance. They've got to, like, yeah. They've got to get across a huge gap.
Yeah, it's a very long rush distance, and with so many so many Zelnaga watchtowers, it's just so hard to not see something coming. You know, with like there's 3 different towers you can get on the low grounds, and there's just so many high grounds, and it's just ridiculous. I don't like this map, but
no, I don't either.
It's one of the maps that I veto in my 1 vs 1.
Yeah, I don't blame you. It's insanity.
Interesting placement by Awesome here with his second barracks at his choke point. And I'm not sure what the reasoning behind that is, because the Stalkers actually, if they are at the edge of this choke, can actually get a good concave and take that out fairly quickly. And of course, early game, you really don't want to lose one of your production facilities, that's for sure.
Yeah, this is like what we were talking about before, how it's not always a great idea to wall off against Protoss, except this is even worse because the base is not on high ground. So those stalkers can just sit at full range and peck away at this barracks.
So 3 racks, very interesting. We probably are going to see some early aggression. The 2 Marauder, 2 Marine aggression play is very, very popular from a 3 racks build, but he's also putting up a factory, which means that he's not going to have the minerals and the resources to do that aggression that I would have thought he was going to. So I am very curious what he's doing. Is he going to come kill these back rocks to get access to his ledge above? No, he's just checking for a proxy pylon.
Yeah, that's a great play there. Definitely, just the play of someone who has played on this map quite a bit. That's a common spot for proxies, and it's a very effective spot for proxies. If it goes unnoticed and you expand out to your natural, that proxy pylon over there can cause havoc.
Yeah, we've got a robotics facility coming up. 2-gate robo is really not as good as a 1-gate robo on this build. Getting that observer out a lot quicker is just so much more beneficial to your playstyle. You don't need to produce an immortal really fast, but what a lot of players don't do is a warp prism. So if you can get your 2nd gateway up and your warp gates up, by the time you have an observer and a warp prism out, you don't need a proxy pylon. So even if the player, like right now Awesome, was checking for a proxy pylon, he's probably sure some early aggression isn't coming. But then, you know, like he could go ahead and warp a couple zealots in the back of his base and take out a few workers. It's going to force Awesome to keep his army near his base.
Yeah, warp prisms in general just never really seem to be used in this game. Every once in a while, you'll see someone make maybe one warp prism, but they're definitely underused. I think it's just something that Protoss really hasn't needed to explore yet. Protoss definitely has a variety of strategies that are effective, not involving warp prisms, and they tend to be risky given that they're so flimsy.
Yeah, it's I have to agree with you on that, and we actually have an Immortal coming out as well. So I can't really tell if either player is gearing up for some aggression, but I would really like to see them just both expand at this point. One base versus one base is nowhere near as entertaining as like two base versus three base, or three base versus three base.
Yeah, and especially when you're on what is this? A reactor starport, 3 barracks, 2 with tech labs, and a factory like Awesome is.
Yeah, you just cannot afford to produce out that much, out of that many buildings.
Yeah, and I mean the infrastructure really is there. All Awesome needs to do is get that expansion, and she's going to be in a great spot.
For a second here, I thought Awesome was going for a gold ninja expo.
Oh, maybe still is.
I think she might have been just scouting. I don't know. Looking for more proxy pylons, I think. Checking the inside of this brush area is a good idea. I really don't know why there'd be a proxy way over there, but I think she's just checking for some ninja expos. No,
yeah, constant scouting is. Oh,
she's ninjaing one way down there. I really don't like that playstyle. Unless she's going to float it up to the base above there, I would like to see that. There's no reason not to do that, but I don't know. With a couple medevacs down the field, though, she's going to be having a very, very aggressive push here. But no, pulling back. Not a bad idea.
Yeah, that Immortal is so scary, and Colossus is coming out, so really any timing window that Awesome may have had just got shut.
It is completely shut, especially since the sentries have a ton of energy for Guardian Shields or Force Fields. The Marine DPS is going to drop significantly with a Guardian Shield, and I don't see enough players utilizing that properly. That is something in mid to high level play that is so underused by Protoss players. They think, oh, Force Field, Force Field, Force Field. No, against Terran, Guardian Shield, then Force Field.
Yeah, and I mean, micro-wise, it's essentially free. You just tap the G key and you've got an instant advantage in the battle.
It's kind of like a point defense drone against stalkers. So
kind of like that. Except it only reduces the damage.
Yeah. So Nexus is on the way for Cape. The destructible rocks have not been touched here at the top of his base, but Awesome does have an orbital command morphing in here at the bottom right-hand corner, so her expansion is going to be up and running fairly soon. But this Colossi, Immortal, Stalker, everything push is going to be very effective. Marines Marauders stimming in, but they need to take out this Colossi. Nice force fields being done, although they didn't use the Guardian Shield. The force fields were very nice and were able to take out that army very quickly.
Yeah, the Colossi, really not sure why Cape got 2 of them before getting the range upgrade. Them being on par range-wise with Marauders is kind of risky, kind of scary for a Protoss player. But Cape is doing pretty well with these.
There's a couple Vikings out already, though. That could be trouble for these Colossi. And there is not a lot of energy left for Guardian Shields. Oh, they do put up a Guardian Shield. I was looking at the wrong one. But, wow, the Protoss army just got obliterated here. A couple bunkers going up just for added insurance. Of course, they can be salvaged, but this Protoss army is dead. And I have to give the advantage now to Awesome, as she's had her expansion up longer. If we look at the income tab, Cape is quite a bit higher on workers, but Awesome should be able to produce them a little bit quicker now that she does have mules and the ability to pump out 2.
Yeah, though, Cape was able to Maynard over there, which gives him quite a bit of an advantage in terms of economy, so I'd say it's probably about even. And tech-wise, it looks like Cape is in a good situation, though more and more Vikings are being added on. And that's going to be dangerous for Cape with these Colossi.
Okay, and I don't know this, but is Awesome's a girl, correct?
Yes.
Okay, good, because, yeah, spectators and organizers weren't quite sure, and I thought I heard you say she before. So yeah, anyways. Good to know, good to confirm. A drop coming. I like this drop, but the probes are going to see it, so any army that Kate does have is able to reinforce this pretty quickly, but if she target fires the Nexus, they will go down, and the Vikings are taking out this Colossi oh so quickly. But,
oh yeah, Colossus out of position horribly there.
We've got SCVs repairing, and well needed. The Vikings do drop to the ground, but these the medevacs just heal so crazily that Kate is definitely going to lose this expansion.
Oh my god, and great Viking micro there by Awesome. Lifting up a Viking that was being targeted by Zealots, then dropping it right back down.
That is
just saving
awesome.
those Vikings, yeah. Nice little touch there. And yeah, Awesome still reinforcing. Gonna take out this Nexus in a great position in this game.
Now, right now, if I were Awesome, I would retreat. I would repair these Vikings. If you do note, the medevacs are completely out of energy, so all of these infantry units are going to get killed the next time that Kate does try to reinforce. It looks like he's going to reinforce again with this Colossi, but no, he quickly pulls back.
Yeah, I have a feeling Awesome is just sticking in until she sees the first sign of defense, and then she's going to be out of there. But until then, I think Awesome is comfortable just smashing things.
Yeah, she is flooding more units in, though. That is a good idea. More Vikings to kill the Colossi, and she is going to push in. A couple of these medevacs might go down, but it looks like she's going to be able to take out one of these gateways, and despite what I thought, I guess Kate just does not have units to fend this off.
Yeah, attacks coming in from all directions. Yeah, Awesome reinforcing through medevac, reinforcing through the front door. Wow, Kate is in trouble.
Too many units to deal with from Awesome here. And Kate looks like he has stopped production. He's got quite a bit of minerals and resources. Charge is almost done, but he's got no Zealots, and this is going to be GG.
Yeah, absolutely. It's all over but the crying right now.
Well, I wouldn't cry yet, but